Hello everybody, I'm Bateswolf and welcome back to another episode of Bloodborne. And if you follow me inside Gamerman's workshop, you'll see that I've been getting really busy with some blood gem fortification and also messing around with some of the runes as well. And the reason I didn't show this on camera is because it was probably really boring and it took me a while as well to wrap my head around what I wanted to do with the fortification and the runes and the weaponry and all that good stuff. So I have actually sold a few of the useless blood gems that I had stacking up in my inventory because it was getting really cluttered, and as you can see now it's nice and tidy. So I'll show you exactly what I've done. As you see, my saw is now on 250 damage, which is considerably more than the other day. And if we take a look, I'll show you what we've got. We've got the gold blood gem, the tempting damp blood gem, and the radiant blood gemstone. And as you see on the right, that boosts the attack against beasts 12.6%, physical attack 18%, which is insane. Stamina cost is down by 1.6%, and it also adds a slow poison effect to the weapon, so it's gained an immense boost from last time, as well as also adding a few quite nice effects to the character as well, so that we should be cutting through enemies much more easier with all that going on now, which is excellent. And I have also done the same for my sword spear, albeit it's considerably less powerful. As you can see, from 250 down to 258, but then again it's not been upgraded as much. As you can see, it's +8 to +6, but this does come packing ready-made lightning bolts should I need to use that to take advantage of an enemy's weaknesses. So let's take a look. It's got the red blood gemstone, the tempting blood gemstone, and the bolt's damp blood gem. And on the right you see physical attack 2.7% and rally potential 1.8% from the red blood. And from the tempting blood we've got the physical attack also up again, another 5.4%, so that'll stack with the original lot. Slowing on there slow poison on there 1.6, which is always a nice perk to have. That should come in handy against quite a few enemies. And the huge bolt attack, which is 16.5%, which is obviously immense compared to the fire one. As you see, that only did 8.4% fire when we was using that on the cleaver, and now we've got the bolt one that's 16.5, which is insane. And I've just noticed, in fact, that it's probably not best to mix that with the other two because they boost physical attack, and if we're not going to be getting any of that, then there's no point having both kinds equipped. But for now it's all fine, it's no big deal. It still does a decent amount of damage for where we're at, I think, and in comparison to what the saw cleaver was like before we upgraded it again. So I'm cool with that, and if it turns out to be a problem, I'll switch it around a little bit more. So all good on that front. And I have also taken a look at the runes, and here I've switched all three over. Rune 1, Dissipating Lake, Rune 2, Arcane Lake, and Rune 3, Lake. They're going fully deep on the lake runes. And that's because they seem to be much more pardon me, I've got a bit of a dry throat, sorry about that. They seem to be much more useful than meets the eye, really, because when you look over to the right, in the middle column, it tells you what it does. Bolt damage reduction +5%, arcane damage reduction +7%, and physical damage reduction +3%. And you might think, yeah, they're really small numbers, that's going to be a really minority of the amount of damage you're going to take, but not really when you look over to the left now, to the right rather, and you can see how significant it actually becomes. That 5% is giving us like 40 more damage reduction against bolt, and even more so for arcane when you look at it oops, on that screen. Look at that, look at how much more you get. It's insane. It gives you 100 more defense. Oh no, that's the poison, sorry about that, I'm on the wrong screen, damn it. But still, as you see, it gives you about 50 or so defense, and the same's gonna be for the physical damage as well. So I think it's certainly worth using them because it's going to keep us a lot safer when fighting all different kinds of enemies. So it'll be fairly samey across the board, so that'll drastically increase our survivability. And as well as that, I was looking at the other ones, and I actually don't really need too many of them. Like 5% health, and as you can say, yeah, I've just called that fairly significant for the other runes, so why not this one? But in the whole scheme of things, it's only a tiny amount, and on the health bar, that's tiny. I've had a look, and it's literally nothing. Same goes for stamina. I'm not going to need boost for visceral attacks because I already restore plenty of HP when you do them anyway, if you've been hit, that is, which I'm not planning on doing anyway. And don't need more blood echoes. The only one I was a little cautious of leaving out was that. I really wanted to keep the Beast Rune equipped, but it doesn't look like we've done any of the transformation stuff yet anyway. So, hopefully you've enjoyed that. That's a bit of a prologue to the episode of what I took care of off camera last time, since the last episode. It's not much, we've just increased our survivability and our damage through the means of the blood gem fortification and the runes. So, awesome. I think we're ready to head back out into the world. Although I did also want to read a couple of these bits, if you don't mind. The runes, because we actually did not read over these last time. Clockwise metamorphosis, a secret symbol left by Yahar'gul, runesmith of Byrgenwerth. As we know, we visited there. The twisted cross means metamorphosis. Rotated clockwise, the rune boosts HP. The discovery of blood made their dream of evolution a reality. Metamorphosis and their excesses and deviation that followed were only the beginning. And that's really interesting because I think that could be tied to certain enemies that look human-like, particularly the alien guys. Maybe they have experienced some metamorphosis and have quote-unquote evolved from the human state into that state, but it doesn't really look to be benefiting them. And the discovery of blood made that dream possible, which makes me think maybe Yahar'gul and other researchers at Byrgenwerth maybe conducted experiments on some of these people to try and evolve them like that through the research of blood. Possibly. As it says, metamorphosis and the excesses of deviation that followed was only the beginning, so maybe not just evolution, but to an entirely new species itself. AKA the alien guys, possibly. That one, the anti-clockwise metamorphosis runes pretty much got the same description, so we'll skip over that. Communion, we've read over that one before. Blood Rapture, we have not read this. Yahar'gul rune that transcribes human sounds. Blood Rapture is the raw euphoria of the warmth of blood. Restores HP with visceral attacks. One of the darker hunter techniques. Interesting. The rune resonates with... Then again, I might have actually read this, but I'm going to carry on anyway for now. The rune resonates with servants of the queen, carrier of the child of blood, who yearn for their queen's blood with little hope of requirement. For them, they find solace in blood rapture that serves as a surrogate for their desires. And that's got me thinking that maybe that was the woman in the lady in the lake near the spider boss. She looked fairly queenie. She had blood over her. We've been hearing the child crying ever since. Maybe there's something going on there tied to that. Think about that yourself. Well, I'm not saying that as in think about it yourself. I'm not going to help you. I mean, I'm just trying to give you something else to mull over. And I think that might be all of them. Oh no, I don't think we've read this. I don't think we've read a couple of the lake ones, in fact. Yahar'gul rune that transcribes in human sounds. The transcription of the great ones in human voices ripples like a watery reflection. The rune means lake, and those who memorize it enjoy reduced bolt damage. Great volumes of water serve as a bulwark guarding sleep, and an augur of the eldritch truth. Pretty dark. Overcome this hindrance and seek what is yours. These ones are obviously gonna... The lake runes are all gonna have the same description, apart from the actual damage you take, of course. So... it's to do with the great ones. It seems like it may be a power granted by those. But it also says that it's an augur of the eldritch truth. So maybe... it's kind of used to mask what's truth. What's being told is a lie. The volumes of water serve as a bulwark guarding sleep. Meaning maybe it's preventing you from knowing something. It's tying in with sleep. A deeper truth that maybe people and humans do not know. That maybe the great ones do, that are bestowing it upon the people. Nightmares, maybe? It's interesting. Hopefully I'm conveying this information well enough, but I'm sure you understand where I'm going with it if you've been paying attention to the lore thus far. So that's really interesting. Maybe there's something going on there with the Great Ones and the Nightmares. Maybe they're tied in. Something to do with that. Maybe they create them. I'm not sure. Possibly. And I think we've read the rest. The Lake One's air. We've got 2 of them now. Metamorphosis. Good. So we've read over those runes. That's good. We can now head back out into the world after 10 minutes of talking. Hopefully you've enjoyed those little lore drops anyway. I certainly enjoyed delivering them. And I've shown you Yahar'gul's Unseen Village, or Yahar'gul Chapel. Yeah, let's go to that one. I think that's the one that we're at currently. But hopefully you've enjoyed seeing the what we've done with the weaponry as well, how we've advanced that. So I like to keep everything open, transparent. I don't like to keep anything secret in this playthrough. So now you know what upgrades I have on my weapons. A nice load of lore there as well. I know it's kind of a mouthful to take it all at the same time like that, reading over quite a few runes, and it's about different topics, but for those who are interested, I'm sure it's a bounty of excitement. Okay, so this is where it's taken us. This chapel section. We'll stick with it. We'll run. We'll carry on. I'm also intrigued to see how much more damage we do now, because it's jumped up drastically from what it was. It certainly seems quite a bit more powerful. We'll certainly tell when we hit that guy. Oh. I was kind of asking for it there, running into that group. But we smacked him for 166, I think, on that first hit, so we're doing tons more damage now. That should make light of quite a lot of enemies. I do love the lore to the game as well. It's particularly interesting now about the whole concept of blood and birth and being reborn and stuff like that, as well as the old ones for sure. I'm intrigued to find out more about them. And from what we've read and discovered so far, I think there's certainly some ties to the nightmares and dreams with the old ones, because it said it as if something was being masked on that rune. The water shrouds it. Shrouds you from the eldritch truth, meaning that the truth is darker, because eldritch, I think the definition of eldritch is something like it's sinister, weird, or evil, something along those lines. So certainly not positive things. Anyway, let's move on with getting some killing of the beast done now. I am going to move down to the lower level because I'm still intrigued to find out. Oh boy. I didn't know this guy was waiting for us down here. That's significantly better though. Damage wise, that's insane in compared to what we were dealing prior. Nice plunge, bro. There's actually 3 of them though. Jeez. I'm gonna die again. I was thinking going back from Bloodstain as well, but there's only a couple of thingies there, but it looks like I'm gonna run back and do it anyway, because I'm already here. Unless it involves killing one of the enemies, in which case I can't even see it. Oh well, it was only a couple anyway. It was only a few. Only like oh god, yeah, you would trap me there, wouldn't you? Only like 1,000 blood echoes. No big deal. Oh boy, come on though. And what's that guy even got in his left hand? It looks like a cannon. Super damage. Oh jeez. We've got Mike Tyson over here. Look at that. Fist weapons. Oh, well, your friends have left you, so it might not end well for you. Come on, nearly dead. Well, that's one. Good night. Calm walk. Or clam mark. I didn't really read that properly, did I? Claw mark. Okay. Rune strengthens visceral attacks. Ups visceral attacks by 10%. Nice. Nice little damage booster there for your criticals. I don't think I'm going to equip that, but it's nice to know anyway. So with Mike Tyson dead, we can now go on and fight the other two guys. First of all, I know there's going to be a lot of reading in this episode due to the amount that we had to take care of at the beginning, but I also want to have a quick sneak peek at what that says as well. Claw mark, rune that transcribes human sound. In human sound, rather, the claw mark is an impulse to seek the warmth of blood like a beast. It strengthens visceral attacks, one of the darker hunter techniques, as we know, because the Blood Rapture rune said the same thing. Although the difference is subtle, Runesmith Caril describes the beast as a horrific and unwelcome instinct deep within the heart of men, while Clawmark is an alluring invitation to accept this very nature. Seems a bit contradictory, that, doesn't it? So why would he create it if he describes it as an unwelcome, terrible thing, and then creates a rune to accept a similar kind of nature by totally ripping into someone, or the need of ripping into someone anyway, spilling the blood? Very strange. I also find it interesting that no matter where these three guys are, they always hear the friend getting beaten up and they come in instantly to back them up. I think that's super cool. And hopefully these guys don't respawn as well. Once they're dead, they're dead. Hopefully that's the case. We see one of them's fancy with a pyro as well. And the lightning, okay. Showing off your skills too, you felt left out, I understand. Come on, you beast. Oh, jeez. I'm sick of this dog as well, it keeps coming back for more. Oh boy, oh boy. Yes, the other ones ran away. Now's my chance. Or maybe not. Left, right, good night. This guy might have dropped a rune too. More Madman's knowledge, fair enough. Oh, I thought... Oh, I didn't have any bullets left anyway, forget it. I don't like that cannon that he's rocking. That looks really interesting. He's got range as well. Might need to dodge left and right to fight this guy efficiently. This guy certainly seems to be the most skillful in battle. And I know that I've lost quite a lot of blood echoes in this fight, but it's all good. I think it's worth it for getting the kill on these three guys, tightening them up so we don't need to worry about them again, because I will be extremely surprised if these guys respawn. Extremely so. Where's he gone? Okay, there he is. I think he was running around the other way. There we go. The three NPCs, the three musketeers, have now been taken care of. Wow. You had 20 quicksilver bullets and you didn't use one. That's made it a little safer to explore in this region, which I shall do with great interest. Make the area a little safer as well. I'm not in the mood for you, dog. Okay, maybe I am. Especially when you come up behind me like that. Alright, let's see if our friend's still here. Oh god, I don't like that. There's a beast down here with her. That's if she's still there. God, look at the deformities that these guys have got now. Real eldritch stuff. Please be okay. Please be okay. Please be okay. Oh, she's not there. She's gone. She was right there. But it looks like another one of these guys has been killed. Certainly have a lot of mystery at the minute. A lot. And constantly, no matter where we go, babies crying. We can hear them. No idea what is happening there. And let's work our way back up. That took us down to the PAL fight last time. We had a good look through that area again. Realised that we'd already cleared all of that. Out left, up the path around the side of this building. Yep, we've cleared that area. Good to know. I'm keeping like a mental map of what I've done and what I've not done in this new reinvigorated Yahar'gul. And this is the path that it's linked with. As I was just saying, the one that goes up the side of the building. This is the one I was referring to. Okay, nearly lost my life there. I wonder if you can even parry them. Let's buff up for this guy. See how much damage we can do. That DPS is out of this world. That DPS is sublime. Oh wow. That's insanity. Behold a pale blood sky. And that's left by the devs as well. So that is the pale blood sky. The sun. So as you remember, we were seeking pale blood right at the beginning of the game when we was receiving blood ministration. It seems like we're reaching that goal. We're getting closer and closer to achieving pale blood. As we see, as the skies are changing and things are developing. The hunt has well and truly been ascended. We're getting closer. Bit by bit. Right, yes. We've looked over there. Well, we know what's over there, rather, but I'm going to clear this area and then go back that way. Got it. There's quite a few things to do. And I have no idea what's going on there as well. A pale blood sky. That's gonna stay with me. What could that possibly mean? If something's got pale blood, you'd expect it to be pure, right? You'd expect it to have a fairly pure meaning. Pale, like... How would you say pale, untainted? So maybe we're getting closer to achieving that and escaping the nightmare? Further and further away from beasthood? I'm not 100%. I think it's the perfect opportunity to do this. Didn't do a lot of damage though. Let's try some of our ranged attacks. Finely serrated throat, serrated blade. Oh god, I thought I was about to be attacked there. I don't think I've read that description, by the way. Probably not the most opportune time, but it's only short. One of the old hunter Henrik's favourite weapons. We know Henrik, we had to kill him with Aline. One does not cause a great deal of damage to beasts, but with deft use can distract attackers and keep them at bay. That's interesting. So maybe... Oh, they deal a lot of damage. So maybe, if the enemies see us use them, use those throwing knives on them, maybe they'll think twice about approaching too, and they'll back off, like when we use the torch. I've got to concentrate more. I get too lost in the commentary sometimes. Either way, we know there's nothing down there now. We're only going to get echoes for killing those big guys. We've killed a few of them before, so I think I'm going to progress in the other direction. I assume... Oh god. Well, it's not too long of a run back. I can't remember how many echoes they had on me either. On my person. I don't think it was too many though. Surely these guys will not have respawned. No, thank goodness for that. Right, this area's cleared. The lower regions have been cleared, so we can now move out. We're gonna get souls or echoes for those big monster guys, deformed creatures. So that's all cool. We don't need to fight them because we've already done so before. And we'll pick up this loot though. Another one of those guys. No way did that guy fit in there. No way in hell. No way did that guy fit in the carriage. That is horse hockey. I appreciate the trap because it's funny, but no way did that guy fit in the carriage. Did you see the size of the door? And when I was talking about the blood echoes, by only a small amount, it turns out there's 20-odd thousand on there. Oh, those guys are pretty quick as well. It's been one of those episodes of not a lot of progression, but at least we've examined a ton of lore, and hopefully that can be appreciated. But now I'm gonna knuckle down and try and get some nice level progression completed, as well as maybe a couple of, well, not a couple of bosses, but hopefully we'll find one soon. Right, and let's be careful this time. And still, the DPS hitting those guys is actually pretty damn good, even though we didn't have the buff on. Okay, run. Surely I can outpace these guys. Surely I've got to be quicker. Oh no. Where is it? There it is. There's the bloodstain. And we're away. Okay, so that's this portion of Yahar'gul explored again. We've done the upper portion, I believe, though I will go that way once more to check out the lift. And also kill this guy. Make sure we've cleared everything on the upper level. I wonder what's down there. Probably death. Yep, you're not coming back from that. And at least we've managed to kill the 3... I nearly forgot again. At least we've managed to kill the 3 NPC guys also. You've come to the right place. Really? Is that so? Ah, yes, we've cleared that area down there. That's good. So, let's get in the bath. The bird bath. A bath full of birds. I've only just realised as well I'm rocking one blood vial. One. Right, we've cleared out that area, we've killed him. We've moved our way around there. But I can't remember what was in the left. Oh, tons of damage. I'm liking it. Oh boy. Please, let me get the first hit. Yes. Alright, well, time to pop that blood vial. We have cleared this place, right? Oh yeah, we picked up the loot, we killed the werewolf, and it takes you out to the street below anyway. Takes you out downstairs. We've done that bit. We've cleared. I know I'm speaking aloud here, that's what it seems like, and I'm not really, how do you say, narrating much to you guys. I'm not commentating particularly about what's going on. I'm just trying to keep a nice mental note of exactly what's happened in the game and what we've cleared. So that's the gate to the other areas. We can see we've cleared all that. We've made our way down these steps, so we can now progress in this area. Good to know. And that's what that bridge up there was for earlier. And it took us down the ladders to the street. Sweet. Sublime rhymes, I know. So that's that. Everything's in check. I've got a good idea of what we've done now, and we're free to move forward. Although I don't fancy tangoing with these guys with no way of replenishing my HP. Although I know we've got the... I forgot a name, I don't want to call her this, but I know we've got the prostitute's blood that we can use to restore a lot of HP, but I don't want to waste it. It's got to be special, right? Yep, this is where it takes us out. I'm so dead. Grab that quick. Grab it. Arcane Lake. We've already got that, right? You know what? I'm gonna... I want to push forward, but I'm tempted to go back and... Oh no, that's actually not good anymore. I was laughing because I thought they were going to die by fire, but it looks like they've just gained the fire ability themselves now. I think it'd be advised to go back to the Hunter's Dream, get some more blood vials, and then continue and kill these guys. And that's where we drop down from the bridge below anyway, down them ladders there, onto the carriage then off. So it's nice to know that we've cleared that area too. What is going on there? And I'm nearly dead. I've just accepted the fact now that I'm on my way out, you know. I'm gonna die. But am I? I'm gonna return back to the Hunter's Dream. Hopefully that's not too frustrating, because I know it's not exactly been the biggest or the best episode in terms of progression, as I know, because of the whole lore thing and strolling around this area trying to like clear the entire thing, which we've now done. We can get back to progressing properly. We've had a good look at every single area. It seems like we've got all the loot. We've killed off all of the enemies at least once, I think, or near enough. And now we can continue down that path. So that's really nice anyway. And we can always do with some nice blood vials to keep us safe. And we've got plenty of echoes to buy it. It was interesting as well how that guy got caught on the fire pit, and he was taking damage, which is obviously part of it, but that's kind of the trade-off for him gaining the ability to hit you with fire attacks as well, I think. Or not necessarily like fireballs, but a fire melee, if you will. Perfect, we can buy 40. Full stock of 20 now, and 20 in the box up there, keeping them safe. Yahar'gul Chapel. Which one would be the one that I'd want to go to? The Unseen Village, maybe? Oh, crud. In fact, I think that's the one right at the beginning. Either way. We'll teleport here. I'm probably going to end the episode now, and then I shall restart back up in the chapel area and run down to the usual portion which I normally do. So you don't need to see a loading screen again. Basically, that's the thing. I'm doing you a favour, you see. I think about the viewers. So I'll leave you with the sun as well. I'm Beetwolf. This has been another episode of Bloodborne. It's been incredibly fun as usual. Hopefully you feel the same way. I'll see you guys next time.